It's so on. Bisu versus Hwasin Group C. I am actually looking forward to this match a lot. This is one of my most anticipated matchups because I think it will be fantastic. Both these guys are amazing players, and they're both staring down the barrel of a shotgun right now because they're both looking at their second loss. Whoever loses this is going to have their second loss of this group, which will pretty much guarantee that the only way the person with the second loss will be able to move out of the group is if there's a tiebreaker at the end. It's either eliminated or tiebreaker, and that's definitely not the situation either of these guys wants to be in right now. They're both so ridiculously good, it's kind of hard to imagine one of these guys not moving up. But we'll see what happens. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The last time these two met, Hwasin won. I think it was about a 45-minute match, which it was just insane. By the end, they both had about one base, and they were fighting over minerals, basically. But down here in yellow, at the 5 o'clock position, is Bisu. Bisu looks a little bit tired today. He's probably been practicing a whole lot for this game, staying up late at night practicing. But anyways, up here at the 2 o'clock in red is Hwasin. Actually, the last time these two faced each other, I didn't even notice this until just now. It was on this map, Outsider, and it made for a hell of a game. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen a bad game on Outsider. This might be my new favorite map. It's not my new favorite map to play on, but it produces some of the best games I've ever seen, just because it forces players to play so creatively because of all the mineral lines everywhere. It's so hard to drop and protect those bases behind the minerals, but if you take the double gas, I mean, there's so many options for players on this map. I think that's what makes it so great. It's good to see a good Ash World map back in the leagues here, too. Better than last season's Ultra Blue only Twilight maps. And I'm glad they didn't go with Twilight this season, because the movie Twilight is really starting to irritate me, honestly. My coworkers will not shut up about Twilight, which I guess is funny in its own right. But anyways, there's a wonderful, wonderful drawing of one of the players. You can tell how wonderful it is because you can't tell which player it is. They were wearing glasses, so which one of these guys wears glasses? Neither of them wears glasses. What the hell? But anyways, the barracks coming up here now. Hwasin's going to wall into his main. Very standard play from both players. This is how the last game between them went. So we'll see if Bisu can recapture his awesome versus Terran play. I think his versus Terran is just overall better than Hwasin's versus Protoss. We'll see what happens. I do think Hwasin's going to beat Bisu here. Bisu has just not looked like Bisu recently. That's the harshest way I can put it, basically. But Bisu just isn't really playing like Bisu. I mean, he wins every now and then he looks like Bisu, but just recently, especially in this tournament, he just hasn't really looked like Bisu. Maybe Bisu can start playing like Bisu here, because the SCV coming down to scout, and I think Bisu will be able to deny that scout with a zealot. Yes, he is going to deny this scout, so Hwasin is going to be in the dark for a little while here. Maybe until he gets his scan up, actually. He's putting down his factory, mining with all 3 SCVs on his gas, so he's probably going straight for that tank. Going to get another few Marines out here. That Marine, so each player really is in the dark at this point. They both denied the scout. And Hwasin, either Hwasin's going to build a supply depot, or he's going to camp out here and try to figure out if Bisu's coming through, or he's going to build a supply depot and force his SCV through the minerals. But he's backing off with that SCV, so I think he was just looking for a proxy there. The SCV sneaks in to the main of Bisu's, and he gets the full scout. So Hwasin definitely knows that Bisu's going for standard play here, so he can go for standard play of his own for the counter for this. And Bisu's going in with a single zealot. That zealot's not going to get anything done, because Hwasin is completely prepared at his front door, fending that zealot off with a single marine. But I think Bisu will probably try to be extra aggressive. You know Bisu, always playing aggressively, especially against Terrans. I mean, he is definitely not afraid of going in with his entire army, even if it's only a few units, just pushing them all in. But Hwasin's actually going for double factories here with double machine shops, so this is going to be a heavy tank build from him. And he could be using that to research siege mode and mines at the exact same time, which will probably mean that this will be a timing push from Hwasin, basically just to try to push through Bisu's choke with those mines at the same time here. But yeah, this is going to be excellent to watch. See if Hwasin can actually pull this off. Hwasin, he's starting off standardly, but this is definitely not a standard switch from him, going for a double machine shop like this. So we'll see how long he waits before he pushes out with his vultures and his tanks. And Bisu's putting down his expansion, actually. I saw he had some troops by his natural area, but he's deciding to take this... oh yeah, the mines and siege are being researched right now for Hwasin, so this is going to be kind of a timing attack. Oh, a double tanks coming out here, so he's going to wait to get his vultures in because he knows that vultures are very speedy units. He'll be able to get those in just in time to push into the natural here, into the main actually of Bisu's. But Bisu is going to scout this if Hwasin isn't careful. I think Bisu might have actually seen those troops coming down with his probe. He's coming up with his probe right now. He might spot this coming his way. Yeah, I think he did spot it.